so annoyed. I mentioned on my Tumblr, tommyservo.tumblr.com, because I don't mention it very often, that this video, the audio went bad towards the end of it. But fortunately, not a lot happens. No, it's not a very action-packed episode, but it provides a lot of story. So that's why, unfortunately, the game saves every time it... Basically, you can load up any save anytime the game does a save. It creates a brand new save, which is great for audio issues like that, because that happens to me, unfortunately, quite often. Alright. Yeah, if you want to get some updates on, like, why there wasn't a Soma video last night, you can always follow me on Tumblr. I have a Twitter, Tommy Servo on Twitter, always in the description. I'm not very good with the Twitter. You're more likely to get stuff from the Tumblr, although it's easy to automatically upload stuff onto Twitter than Tumblr. I'm more likely to actually make a post on Tumblr because I'm on it all the time.
We're here? We're here! Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing stopping us when we have the Dunbat.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here. What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Didn't realize that was an option. Kath, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend, it's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes. Attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it could survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's...
Heroic.
At least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat. Ah, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's quarantined. Hold on. We need a security cipher.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around who can tell us what it is.
Sure. Let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
Oh, what was happening there? Oh, what's with the screen tear?
We need to find someone who knows the cipher. It's the only way to fire up the Dunbat.
Okay. So let's get some moving. Had my speech contest today for my junior high school. And I'm mad none of my students got into the top 6 of the 18 students. I'm very angry about it because I was looking at what some of the students said. And they're like, oh, you forgot some words. But some of, like, this one kid who did, honestly, I didn't think he was going to do as well as he did. He got on stage and was just, like, amazing. It was, like, a completely different person than what I've been seeing at practice. And,
What happened to all the
like,
people?
This place looks deserted. So far.
It doesn't make any sense. Theta is clearly the best option for survival.
well, it's like, they're like, oh, you forgot some words, but I don't know if any of them have ever been, like, a theater kid. I was a theater kid. And, I told my students, if you do forget some words or something, you just continue. And it's expected for them to forget some words. Every single student forgot some words. My goodness. But I think they, like, docked in the points that they, like, forgot a sentence. But the way that his speech
Where
flowed,
the hell did they all go?
If
even
Theta
though he
is out of
forgot.
the picture, where would you go?
Probably Lambda or Omicron?
Well, we've seen Lambda already. So maybe Omicron.
The thing is that as long as the speech flows nicely, it should be fun. I mean, he kept going perfectly. I'm very angry about it because one kid who got 6th place did not deserve 6th place, in my opinion. Did not deserve it whatsoever. I can't remember the others. The first 2 girls who won deserved to win. Who came in 1st and 2nd, but I am not at all happy about the results.
This is where I did my scan. And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
What was the robot for?
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the ARC project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
Ah, I see.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
So, this, I believe, was the first one, Nakajima Shin. The author was Nakajima Shin. It was someone named Nanami. They were born on December 11th and died July 17th. They're Japanese. Lived to be about 24. No, 20. They died before their 24th birthday. Now, I don't know what the consequence for erasing is, but due to continuity, I did erase this one in my previous playthrough. So I'm gonna erase it. So this is the Pace Files Berg. Author was David Munshi. And he was born November 27th, 1984, just a few years, 3 years older than me. He died August 2nd, 2069. He is Canadian.
David Munshi. How did this... What is this?
Alright. He lived a longer life. There's us.
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munshi's templates. The legacy scan.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It was freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Wei.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're going to keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed. The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. The brain damage. You guys, everything. Has made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
Oh, the despair.
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along, waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
Welcome to my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
I think I didn't grab that until later. So there may be a bit of a continuity error. Sorry.
This is where I would store the ARC scans.
Are they similar to my legacy file?
No, yours is flatter, if that makes sense, less dynamic.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better.
Hey, dude, you were like one of the very first ones. There should be like one good one. I guess it is random. There it is.
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
Oh, ball.
The legacy scan of me that was on the computer. What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them roam free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines thinking they are people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Oh, shit. Okay. Guy Conrad, this is the guy that killed himself.
So, you're not worried that there are other Simons or Catherines running around out there?
Now I am. Geez, Simon, some thoughts are better left alone.
I wonder what the real Simon would have thought if he knew about me.
What do you mean? You do know about yourself.
No, I mean the real Simon. The human Simon.
Going by your reactions, I'd say he'd be pretty upset.
Guess he was younger then, because he's not as big as a 300-pound man you'd expect to be. And he loved the drink.
I'm worried we won't find anyone.
Maybe they all helped out with the Ark.
To carry it to town? That seems excessive, but not out of the question.
I'm not finding much on him. I remember it being more. I guess not really. Okay. Well.
Hey, that's my room.
You want me to bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
See, she worked out a bit.
I seriously doubt you'll find anything useful in there.
I know.
Your teddy bear could use some repairs.
Toby always breaks. He's top heavy, so he keeps falling over. You don't have to search my room. We'll get by.
Oh no, girl, I'm searching. Imogen retested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WoW, but more importantly, it was assembled in a seemingly primitive way, like someone had specifically created it for WoW to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point, she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and it was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scene to hold the Reed simulation. It's actually very similar in its construction except for one point. Where my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs, the vivarium's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content from the originating brain scan Reed emerged. The Reed inside the vivarium was a perfect copy. Ah, so maybe we're in the vivarium. I have it. I can save humanity. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every single living member of Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it worked with the vivarium, but I can replicate WoW's scanning technique using the pilot seats. They are already prepared with the type of electromagnetic drums needed. It was even easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow the diffraction and high energy cap needed to capture the scan. I suspect WoW has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while. I guess that explains the mockingbirds. The WoW must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for intelligence in the machines. Okay, so that explains why Carl, because Carl was never scanned. But that explains why he, appeared in a robot. With a surprisingly positive reaction from the team, we have now officially started the ARC project. We are to scan all the people we can find and load them into the capsule. Then we will launch it into space using the space gun. It's nice to think something will live on like that. Mark Soren killed himself after his scan. He has been suggesting everyone should kill themselves as it would somehow allow them to actually get on the Ark. I'm not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of arguments among the staff, and apparently it's my fault somehow. Strohmeyer is not happy with me. Hope it will calm down. And that AR capsule. Richard gave me a set of AI templates I haven't seen before. Unfolded one of them to make a new friend for Capsule Catherine and her gang of legacies. A new way to simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed won't play nicely with the others. She is too real.
Cool fan.
Thanks. Reminds me of Taipei, my hometown.
Your English is impeccable, Catherine. Scissors! Stops a what? Original. Oh, it's tampons. Original plus. Guess she has a medium flow. Good, good. You know about that. Maybe these are a different kind. Nope, medium flow. Oh, that looks like her. Nope.
You have a lot of toys.
Hmm.
A vibrator somewhere. Ooh. Oh, they don't unfold? I gotta take away points for that. Trash in her room. Alright, let's move on. Javid Goya. Javid Goya. Where's Mark Soren? Sometimes I think I see something, it freaks me out. This is really dark. It's very dusty in here. Are those wow? Wow things? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, he had a knit cap. He also worked out, it seems. Pavlina Martinu, The Nature of Identity. Questions about the self. Who are you? What does it mean to be human? Does your body or your surroundings confine or define you? All very difficult ideas to approach without having your questions be invalidated by the practical or mystified by the spiritually minded. In this book, Pavlina Martinu, professor of philosophy at the Charles University in Prague, guides you through the history of great thinkers and what they have to say about identity. Mr. Sarong, the company is very pleased to hear about your success in making the WoW a station-wide presence. We trust you appreciate what a unique opportunity this is and that you will do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Johann Ross is able to steer and study the WoW from Alpha without outside interference. In case of an emergency, you may direct Julia Dahl at Omicron to forcefully eliminate any opposition, but please make an effort to avoid extreme actions. The WoW is an important, costly affair, and we hope to follow steady development without setbacks, the supervisor reported. Nope, that was not me. Haimatsu board approval. I looked up what Haimatsu meant. It means to crawl in rubble. I think I may mention that in a later video, so don't be surprised if that comes up again. Flask? Durable glass, it seems? That may be the WoW. I don't know. I'm not very far in this game.
Did you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells? They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years. We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly in a constant state of transformation. Then how do we remain the same? A continuous flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous emergent entity based on that pattern. When Dr. Chun populates the Ark, she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy two places at once for a while. If you took away your body, you would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the Ark. Let your body die and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
Okay. So I understand that what he means by that. He wants to make sure that the continuity is the same because there would be two selves and they would differ. See, the real Simon lived on for about a month after the scan, whereas we're playing the identity of Simon continuing from that scan because that's the last memory it has stored. Okay. Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the Ark. As I've explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salt into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, know there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all to do the same and join me inside the Ark. Sincerely, Mark Story. Well, you caused a lot of problems, Mark. Good job. Okay. There's Strohmeyer.
What the hell are you doing?
I know it looks bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
That's... I mean, that's the wow you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
There's like nothing in here. She really... all out with it. Oh, she really believed in this place. Dying anyway. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarong and the continuity. So basically, they're killing themselves to keep a continuity, so they have one continuous life instead of having two separate lives. Not an artist she is, but... Oh, kitty. Little tiny photo. Oh. Wow. Guess that's her. Not sure who the guy is, if he matters. She also used the same brand. She seems to have a niece that she loved. I believe this is the woman who was initially interviewed, and then we saw her outside as the robot, so she's not in the arc yet. Glasses case. Glasses. This is really cool. Ah, good. Damn it. I want to destroy something precious. Oh. Oh, it opens. What is it? Something go there? Oh, it's a scanner. Okay. She really did fancy herself an artist. Yeah, you can't go into these rooms on the forge. okay. But we are done here.
The laboratory terminals have lost contact with the mainframe. We need to reset the router downstairs.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Now there's a conversation you can trigger with her where she mentions that there are 2 proxies and they're blind. Those are the monsters. I believe I mentioned it in later videos because I did trigger it initially, but I didn't trigger it this time. I don't know how. But that's about it. So, thank you all for watching. It'll be back to the blind playthrough in the next video. So, do please like, subscribe, and fave for more Soma and other videos.